I spent too much money on books. Okay, well, not too much money because, like, you could argue that, like, it's a deal. Also, knowledge is never a mistake. Reading, learning, the pursuit of a better vocabulary, widening the mind, giving money to an author. Okay, truly, so yes, we have new mods, chat, and they are also here so I don't ban you. Sparkly told me that they gave you guys the elevator pitch with, like, listen, if Amanda had her way, chat would be empty. Why is there a hype train? Oh, Matt, you subscribed. You resubscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Matt. You won the Swell Grand Prix with the Prime Boost. Okay, anyone else? No. Okay, why do we have a hype? Hype trains are so weird, and it's not just me. I was at Anarchy's place last night because I crashed her stream. Because I didn't want to come home because I was out doing, I had like a friend day yesterday, so I sandwiched Anarchy in because I know I can always come and annoy her with love, okay? So I went to my friend's dog's birthday party for lunch, okay, like in the like early, like from like 1 to 3, okay? And then I was going to a friend's place for a movie night at 7, okay? So I had time to kill, so I went to like a little festival thingy in the middle, and then I was like, I still have time and the event's gonna end. I should go to Anarchy's because if I go home, then I would irritate Hermes if I left again, because sometimes I know him, sometimes it's good to come and check on him during the day. Other times I know he's just gonna be a menace and I'm gonna get an annoyed message from one of my neighbors like, hey, your dog is freaking out, because he thinks that I've like truly abandoned him that time. So I just went to Anarchy's place and I annoyed her while she was on the stream. She was like, I'm streaming. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come. So I came and watched her play Tamagotchi Life or whatever it's called. And she let me pick what some of her Miis did. That game is fucking weird. That game's a lot. She's like, you would like this because you can play God. And I was like, I mean, probably, but also this seems cursed. Like, I shouldn't be allowed to do that. Physical media. No, dude, physical media. Okay, so so Tuesday's video is about physical media, and it's not about physical media, but it's about the importance of like a personal archive as well as the digital archive with the Internet Archive and things like that, because it's about the Internet Archive. Okay, ignore Hermes. He's barking even though he's been a little brat today. He's been weird. I'm assuming it's because I was gone yesterday and then I left today as well, but I'm home now. But he's barking at my neighbors. That's just what he's doing. But what the fuck was I saying? On Twitter, I saw, you might. I mean, I'm a writer. All writers have a God complex, like this is not a new phenomenon. Like, you kind of have to have a God complex a little slightly to be a writer. The same way you have to have a little bit of narcissism to be a content creator. Like it's just kind of par for the course with what you want to do. Someone on Twitter was like, that's so weird. I'm rereading The Deal, okay, which is the L. Kennedy book that's now going to be the Briar U show, the show for Netflix, or not Netflix, Amazon. It's the hockey college show, okay? I've read a few of the books. I have read The Deal. I have a copy of The Deal. And she was reading it on Kindle, and she was like, this is BS. They changed something in the show, and this is something that's been happening a lot in ebooks. This happened as well in Pretty Little Liars, like one of the early books. Now, Pretty Little Liars came out when I was in like elementary school, okay? Like the first books, okay? And in Pretty Little Liars, they changed something so then instead of like coming over and watching like a YouTube video or something, they changed it to coming over and watching some TikToks. They changed it. And that's, I think, in a newer published version, I think, as well as an ebook. But also on The Deal, they added in a Ted Lasso reference, which the Deal was published in 2015. Ted Lasso did not come out in 2015. It came out years later. So again, the importance of physical media because they're changing things. We're also seeing this with Six of Crows is like one of the biggest ones of this. Six of Crows, they have now, if you pick up a newer edition of Six of Crows, they took out all of the references to the crow's ages. So in a means of like kind of making it a little bit more aged up. I don't think they've changed any other details, but it's kind of, I'm assuming it's to kind of move where it's categorized in some capacity. And I think we might be in the declining era of the YA supremacy, if that makes sense, for like what was being published. Like a lot of things, a lot of authors would change the ages of their main characters to make them like 18 or 17, you know, so that it could be classified as young adult, for the sake of publishing and where it gets shelved. And the publishers would make them do that. But now we're seeing a rise, obviously, of new adult and adult fantasy and smutty fantasy and things like that. And so I'm wondering if that's causing this transition of like the changes to ages and things like that, or the erasing of ages in characters. But also physical media, because why are we adding changes? I hate it. It's all AI bullshit too. It's a lot of it's connected to AI. Pretty Little Liars was a book series. Sorry, Moonrise. Oh, Pretty Little Liars books. Yes, Pretty Little Liars was books. Oof. Yes. This was a book series, okay? 2005 was 2006? Yes. Let me see. Yeah. They all had like not Barbie things on them. Oh, should I buy I don't want hardcovers. Never mind. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. I always had the paperbacks. These did not survive the 2020 book cull of Amanda Golka's books before I moved out on my own. In that I sold a lot of my books that I had, so I could not move them with me to LA. But as you can see here, yeah, they're based on books. A lot of details were changed, obviously, for the show. But like the trend of publishing books, of taking successful books and turning them into shows is not new. Don't put me on the Jumbotron, you're on the Jumbotron. Star Wars being mutated over the years along with other films. Are you saying mutated, like are you saying like storylines being changed or lore being added to? Because lore being added and it's like, oh, well, let's explain why this happened. Let's add a prequel. Like that's one thing. Crimwolf, thank you for subscribing. You won the Swell Grand Prix. What I am describing is details and references that are equivalent of the times, that are important to the times. Pop culture, I think so many of these books don't exist in a vacuum. Like they are a product of their time. And so therefore, I think that we shouldn't be changing things like that. There have been instances of things being changed because of public outrage. I think Red, White, and Royal Blue, early editions had a reference to Israel, and Harry Potter, and those were changed because people were like, hey, what the fuck? And so those were changed in later editions. I know that. Which again, you can also have an issue with that as well. But it's I'm like, a book that came out in 2006 should not have a reference to TikTok in it just because the person that is reading it in this moment is reading it in 2026. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Versus adding lore to fill out a giant fictional universe like Star Wars, if that's what you're talking about. Are you talking about remastering or like a retconning? Like I'm trying to understand. Like a remastering where they fully change a detail? "10 more years, TikTok won't be a thing. Will they keep changing it? It's stupid." I agree. And again, it's like the deal is like such a millennial fucking book. We don't need a Ted Lasso reference. It's unfucking necessary, you know? But anyway, so that was that. I saw that, but I bought books because today's the last day of the double stamp deal for Barnes & Noble. Let me see, how many stamps am I at now? I did have a $5 reward, so I did use that. If you have a membership to Barnes & Noble, let me plug my phone in. My battery's going to die. I also went and saw Mother Mary. I was led to believe the movie was going to be gay, and it was really not gay, and I'm really disappointed that it wasn't gay. They should have made out sloppy style. I will show you guys what I bought in a second, totally. I want you to understand how many stamps I have. I want you to guess, okay? Out of 10 stamps, okay, I had 2 before today. I have 48 stamps right now. 10 stamps is $5. Okay, so I've got like $20 in rewards, but I thought that was really funny. So basically what it is that today is double stamps. So for every stamp that you earn, you got 2 instead of 1, which was why I was like, let me just go and buy a couple of things that I wanted to buy. Also, the dude that was ringing me out was like, he was like, do you need a bag? Because I came up with like a pile. And I was like, yeah, probably. And he was like, oh, you know, you're spending so much. Do you want to pick out one of the Bago books? And I can write it off. Sorry, I got a message. So this is the new color, they said. And it was free. So I was like, okay, I guess I have this bag now. I figured someone, if I don't end up keeping it, because I have a plan for like everything I own, ignore me. It's a good bag. I think I still have my like, it's not quite blue. It's like a turquoise one. So I may not keep it, but I feel like pink is like a salmon pink is one I can pass this off to a handful of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but yeah, no, Mother Mary, I get what they were doing. I just didn't like the direction. It's one of those movies where it's like you're watching it and you're like, okay, I like this premise. I don't like what you did with it. You know, like it's one of those things where I'm like, there was something here if you did something different, you know? But the whole plot happens because of improper safety equipment, surely. The plot that they end up going with is the reason for it is truly because someone wasn't wearing a harness when they were supposed to. So really, I'm vindicated. No. I know. I wanted to like it more than I did. So it's good. I think you should check it out for the visuals. And the thing is too, is that I just feel like their chemistry was wasted. Like it's such good chemistry. And okay, can I give you a spoiler about the relationship? Because it's not a spoiler, but like, I don't want you to go in thinking it's gay and it's totally not gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, the vibe is very much giving. Feel free to mute me. Okay. The vibe is very much friends into lovers into you got too important and I became unimportant and you forgot to tell me. Okay. So therefore it's almost like it's not even enemies. It's just like we never got that closure that we needed. And therefore this has been festering. Okay. But also you're the only person that knows me. Okay. Like, which is a very good concept. However, they never fully go into, yeah, these two have explored each other's bodies. And I wanted them to make out sloppy style at least once, and they didn't. like there's, it's all, they instead, like they're like, you can feel the tension and the chemistry is there, but instead it's like friends that like they were in it together and then one of them dropped him without realizing it, you know? Like her world got so big, she didn't even realize she had blocked out her friend. Is kind of what they ended up going with, which also has led to this festering thing. And I don't think I think we lost the thing that it comes in about, something happens about halfway through that is introduced. And I wish they didn't introduce it because it really fucked up the momentum. Ghostly, welcome in. Fucked up the momentum. And also I was like, this is a different movie. I don't want this anymore. This is not, we have a third party now that is not a party that I don't like, you know? So yeah. Yeah. You find out the story was originally written for them being gay. Yeah, my friend is convinced that like an earlier edition was definitely like they were lovers, and I'm like, no, I think it's very clear that there's remnants of a story where they were lovers, or maybe it was explicit. They have such good chemistry. They have. Michaela Cole is so gorgeous, and she has this way of that she looks at Anne Hathaway in a way that is oh my god, it's so like she looks at her in a way that is just like, I've seen every fucking part of you, and therefore I know how to make you insecure and tear you down, which like is such an ex-lovers thing, like we didn't even know what we were, and you never gave us a chance to figure it out, and yet they don't use it. It's not used at all. It's so good. I have not seen the drama yet. You guys, I'm trying to catch up on movies. I was trying to see Project Hail Mary today. I wasn't even going to see Mother Mary today. And there was just no screenings available that I wanted. That was like, didn't have a shit seat. I should say there were screenings available. I refused to sit in a shit seat. I'm a movie theater snob. Anyways, here's my receipt. I bought books. So here's the book roundup. Okay. I also bought a new wallet today, and I already hate it. But that's my fault, because I was like, so I'm probably going to order a secondhand wallet off of The RealReal. Is probably what I'm going to do. I've bookmarked a handful that I've liked. I'm like just deciding which one I'd like, because I think one that's like a leather wallet that's used, I think is the best bet for me. Okay. However, I got a lot more of my cards yesterday, and I can't just have my business card and my debit card loose in my fucking purse. Like I can't do it. Okay. So I was like, let me get like a cheap wallet. Okay, so I went to the mall today and I was like looking around. One, the wallet market, lacking. Why does no one have good wallets right now? They're all ugly, black or pleather. They're all boring, and they're not functional, or they're too big. Like, it's really weird, okay? I have yet to see the drama, unfortunately. And then I ended up getting one that was like, it was like brown, cute little bauble thing on it. I was like, this is good enough, like for now, for like until I finally make up my mind, which could take weeks. Who knows? Okay. So I was like, this is fine, just so I don't have like loose, like I can't lose another card. I just refuse, So I get it. I load up my cards. Why are we making wallets out of materials that if you have a card slot, you can't get the credit card out of the wallet anymore? I had to like bend the wallet backwards to get the card that I needed out of the card slot. What, did I miss this? Did I miss this innovation of bullshit? What's going on? Okay, so this is why I need a used wallet that's leather, because I'm not doing this pleather shit again. I'm not doing it. I'm irritated. I'm already, like, I'll keep it. It's mine. It's stuck with me. Okay, but I'm irritated. Okay, let's go through books. So, I have a lot of books. Okay, this one, I'm excited because I've actually never heard of this story. Okay, so this, I collect copies of Carmilla, okay, as some of you know, okay? But this is a companion with Caramelli, I believe, by Joel Gomez as well, okay, which I thought was interesting because sorry. Sorry, one moment. Sorry, my friend is on a trip with a brand, and it's already looking like they're shenanigans. Sorry. Unfortunately, that happens. So, oof. Sorry. If she calls, I need to answer it. So I will mute you guys if that happens. We'll go on a little hiatus, but, okay. But I picked this up because I saw, one, the cover was cool, okay, but also two vampire stories, two authors, two striking meditations on dependency and desire. As in the past, we hold our freedom and pleasure in our own strong hands, hands made even stronger when holding onto hands of others. Joel Gomez. Here lies Joel Gomez's latest addition to the universe of the Gilda stories. Caramel offers a supernatural alternate history where vampires seek love, laughter, and blood in 1860s slavery America. Inspired by a glimpse of affection in Joseph Le Fanu's 1872 classic vampire novel Carmilla, Caramel follows two vampires who arrive at a way station on the Underground Railroad, not to stalk their prey, but to seek sanctuary, intertwining the haunting legacy of American slavery with Gothic horror and the resilience of Black women. And Carmilla, included here alongside Caramel, Le Fanu serves the sensual, sapphic, and spooky packaged into the experience of girlhood in 19th century Austria. Predating Dracula, Gomez's foreword deftly links the two works by exploring the historical and cultural context that surround these two powerful iterations of the vampire genre. So I'm excited because that sounds sick. That sounds cool as fuck. So I'm very excited. So I will let you guys know once I read it. Yeah, it's not particularly long, it looks like, so I think this is good. And then I also can read the foreword, which I think is good. Because I love a foreword that's really like a personal essay of like a literary essay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always think that's good. So I'm excited for that. Okay, so that's one. Sorry, I'm just checking in. Hang on. Sorry, hang on. Okay. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. One second. Okay. Okay. So, sorry, my friend, like, she's alone, you know, so it's like she's, you know, and understandably, she doesn't want to be difficult. And I'm like, do you want me to call someone? I'll be difficult. I can play manager, okay? Oh, I picked this one up. How to Survive Camping. This is also in the horror section. The Lady in Chains, okay? Honestly, the cover looks sick. Is the reason I picked it up. I do judge a book by its cover. This gets me to pick it up. The title and the cover. The cover looks sick. Scary ghost lady. This bitch in campfire. A girl hiding behind a hollowed out stump. This is a good cover. A good cover will get me to pick up your book. And you know what? Sometimes you need to judge a book by its cover. Therefore, we should stop having those ugly ass cartoon people covers on all books. Thank you for coming to my tech talk. Anyways, some rules to help you survive your camping experience. And then this is like some books, some rules for the camping experience. It's summer at Goat Valley Campgrounds, and that means campground manager Kate is as busy as possible. There are trails to clear, a shop to stock, events to plan, and a small little issue of one early camper who has already died violently. Are her rules that hard to follow? It's going to be a tough season. On top of all that, an entity Kate has never encountered before, only read about in her mother's journals, has shown up and is not just a threat to the campers, but is also going after the monsters that call the campground home. And worse, it's got a bone to pick with her, specifically. Any other time Kate could handle this, really, but with the campground's biggest festival on the horizon, seasonal war of royal divisions, aka Sword, it is going to be hard to tell monster from human. Maybe it's not just a tough season, but the signs of a bad year. And let's just say the last one didn't end well for anybody. By turns, funny and gory, sweet and savage, The Lady in Chains is that perfect book to sit around the campfire with. Full of real folklore and real monsters, and also maybe even real love, it entertains, delights, informs, and makes for great company when everyone else has been killed off. And you guys know I'm in a camping mood lately, so obviously, okay. Okay. Oh, I got this one too. I think this is the only, this is the only hardback book I got, and I got it. This is called Japanese Gothic. Okay. I admit I got many. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, still messaging my friend. But yeah, Japanese Gothic, sorry. I set that down as if I was done. But I'm excited about this one. So this is kind of like a 2 timeline, which frankly, I admit lately, I have not been too excited about multi-timeline things, just because I feel like some multi-timeline things are not always handled well, you know? Sorry, hang on. Sorry. Also, something is making noise. Is it this? Oh, it's that. Okay, my speaker was on. Okay, sorry. Yes. Japanese Gothic. I don't know if you can tell, but there's slashes here. And okay, so one of the reasons I was intrigued by the title, okay, and I picked it up, but I was also intrigued when I started reading, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but there's reason to believe that 50% of samurai were women, and we have a woman samurai in this one. We got a woman samurai, so I'm real fucking excited. Okay. October 2026. Lee Turner doesn't remember how or why he killed his college roommate. The details are blurred and bloody. All he knows is he has to flee New York and go to the one place that might offer refuge. His father's new home in Japan, a house hidden by sword ferns and wild ginger. But something is terribly wrong with the house. No animals will come near it. The bedroom window isn't always a window, and a woman with a sword appears in the yard when the night falls. October 1877. Sen is a young samurai in exile, hiding from the imperial soldiers in a house behind the sword ferns. A monster came home from war wearing her father's face, but Sen would do anything to please him, even turn her sword on her own mother. She knows the soldiers will soon slaughter her whole family when she sees a terrible omen, a young foreign man who appears outside her window. So it's a dual perspective, but it seems as if this window that's not a window is also maybe a portal back and forth between them. But it's appearing as if they are in the other's yard. So it's like a story through time with this one house as like the focal point, which I think might be better for my aversion to split timelines in a sense. Because technically that means that these are happening parallel to each other versus the past and current. You know, it's like a parallel timeline story with this window alongside the parallel. You know what I'm saying? One of these people is a ghost, and one of these stories is a lie. Something is hiding beneath the house of sword ferns, and Lee and Sen will soon wish they'd never unburied it. I am intrigued. He 90% killed his roommate. He 100% killed his roommate. He just doesn't know why. He doesn't remember why he did it, but he definitely did it. Sorry. This is Japanese Gothic. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna send a voice note real fast. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna go on intermission in 2 seconds. Sorry, I had to send a message and yell at someone. I'm so sorry. Do you guys think that someone asking about the Aces is talking about the Ace family and not the WNBA team, the Las Vegas Aces? This is how much my worlds have collided. Wow. Wow. They're asking about the WNBA preseason chat, which I'm going to be honest, I really don't watch a ton of preseason right now. I'm really not, you know, but I know I'm not watching it. We're going through the books that I bought because I bought too many books today. No, my friend's feeling, you know, embarrassed, like she misread something, and it's like, no, they sent you a. It sounds like they fucking misled you, or there was miscommunication. Either way, this is not on you. Do not feel embarrassed. Sorry, hang on. Sorry, hang on. Sorry. They were never actually married. That's the thing. They were never married. She's married to someone else now. I believe she just had a child with him as well. Those two were never actually married. They just kept having kids together. It's a whole thing. Anyways. Okay, next. Let's see which one. Oh, this is a book that a lot of you recommended me. And other people recommended me. It's Nuclear War by Annie Jacobsen. This is a scenario of nuclear war. They were never married. No. No. Unfortunately, a lot of athletes are allergic to matrimony. Just look at Klay Thompson. Oh, you thought I wasn't going to bitch about Klay Thompson? No. Listen, there's few people I don't fuck about, okay? I don't fuck around about. I don't fuck around about Meg the Stallion, okay? Okay? People's princess Meg the Stallion, okay? And I'm really sick of men fucking around about her, okay? What the fuck, okay? Is this book a rom-com? Yes, Nuclear War is totally a rom-com. I want his ACL to be, like, decimated beef jerky by Tuesday. Okay. It's really funny because some of the K-pop fans are like, "Would you like to date this one?" I think it's Namjoon. Is Namjoon who everyone is like, Namjoon, call and comfort Megan right now. Like everyone else is like, we ride for dawn at dawn for Megan, and then the K-pop fans are like, you should pick up his phone. I thought this relationship was solid. No, because men suck, and men are pathetic and embarrassed by successful women. Okay? Like, this is something that drives me insane. Okay, again, this does not change my way of, like, thinking of dating, because my way of thinking of dating has not changed with any recent activities of anyone, okay? But I was really happy when they started dating because they were really matching each other's vibe, it felt like. And she seemed deliriously happy, okay, which was really nice. And also, he was, like, comparatively, to some capacity, on par with her level. Is she above him because she's Meg the fucking Stallion, international superstar? Yes, okay? But still, this was a comparable, once we get to the professional athlete level, okay, they can hip hop around, okay? However, okay, seemingly that was the problem, okay? Because also, she's someone, for those who don't know about Meg, she has lost her mom, her dad, and her grandmother, okay? She does not, her whole immediate family is gone, okay? So she very much, seemingly, especially based with her relationship with Clay, she, really gets into being girlfriend, okay? Which some people are like this, okay? And it's not a negative thing, it's just some people's strength, but she very much likes being a girlfriend, and she likes being like she's Southern, so she like likes like the Sally Homemaker girlfriend type of vibe, okay? She's still Meg the fucking Stallion, that doesn't go away, but she was like making Thanksgiving dinner for him and his family. Like, she very much she was sitting courtside with his mom, you know? And so that's where, on my end, I'm like, God, this is so fucking shitty. Because it's like, it's like, you know, she was comfortable. She adored this family, you know? And I think his dad also made a comment about how much they adored Meg and things like that. And it's like, yeah, so she thinks she's like, this is it. Like, I've had all these shitty dudes. I got literally shot by someone that I thought I was in a relationship with, you know, and now I'm finally with someone, and I like him. I like his family. His family likes me. This is great. And then they buy a house together. He buys her a car, and then he says he doesn't know if he can be monogamous. Ugh. If you don't know if you can be monogamous, tell them up front. Also, athletes not being into monogamy, a concept. Groundbreaking. In spring, please. Like, go fuck yourself. I'm so tired. It's so pathetic. Names his boat after her. Exactly. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm so sick of it. I adore Meg. I wish she was into girls, you know? Sabrina Carpenter wrote a song about this. Yep. And also, I do think, again, as someone myself, I really never understand cheating. I don't. Because I think you only cheat if you're a piece of shit. I really do. I think there's no real reason to cheat. Zero. I think if you cheat, you are a piece of shit. You once a cheater, always a cheater at the end. Move on. Okay? Because, like, why would you do... I love you. Well, you clearly didn't. I care about you. You're important to me. I want you to stay with me. Well, okay, clearly no. You know? And it's always a power thing. It's like, oh, well, I can't compete with her, so let me break her a little bit. And I don't even think it was that on Clay's perspective. We don't fucking know what he's thinking. I'm assuming nothing. Okay? But I think there's also this thing of, like, I see this from time to time with like really successful women when they're with a man who's insecure at their core. They cheat because that's someone that they think, oh no, this is someone that I can have, like, I'm successful compared to this person that's willing to cheat with me. Okay. And it's like, so it almost is like getting their lick back a little bit. And it's like pathetic and embarrassing every single fucking time. And you're gonna die alone. Like there's just, like, what the fuck, you know? And again, it's the thing with, the one thing that is really bothering a lot of people as well, because it's not even just like Meg the Stallion. Oh, if she gets cheated on, anyone can be cheated on. We all know that, okay? Every gorgeous woman in the planet has been cheated on probably, okay? And it's a thing that happens, unfortunately, because men are pathetic loser babies, okay? And I don't care if there's men in chat. I'm sticking by my guns. Deal with it, okay? If you're not a pathetic loser baby, don't be annoyed. The end. And the thing with Meg is, again, they were together for almost a year, if not over a year, okay? And Meg, who has been through so much in the public eye, okay? Okay? The fucking shooting, the lawsuits, fucking the Nicki Minaj shit, her losing her family, okay? The vitriol she experiences from men on a regular basis, okay? And you knew that, okay? And you still got with her, okay? And then for whatever reason, you decide, I can't do this anymore. For whatever reason, fuck off, okay? But still. And your thought process is not, let me break this off in a private, calm manner because I respect her. And instead cheats on her and then says he doesn't know if he can do monogamy. Also, it sounds like the reason that she found out about the cheating is a fan found out about the cheating and sent it over to her team. Because again, you cheat on me, I'm going to have your balls in a vice. We're never dating again. If I find out you cheated on me from someone else, oh, no, I'm airing all your shit out. Okay? I'm airing all your shit out. Which she did. I think he expected her to be cool with non-monogamy. Which again, there are plenty of women that are cool with non-monogamy. Most men are not cool with that. Non-monogamous men are not cool with that. The amount every fucking, am I the asshole if I ask my wife to close our marriage when I was the one that asked to open it? Without fail, men that do that, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, or husband and wife, as soon as their wife or girlfriend gets with someone hotter than them or more successful in any capacity, as soon as their girlfriend or wife starts getting any form of pull, they freak the fuck out because they want to be the ones to fuck around. But God forbid they make it a tit for tat situation. They make it equal. Nope. And again, go fuck yourself. Dude, she's on fucking Broadway. She's doing Moulin Rouge, and every girl knows that feeling. Every girl knows that feeling because she's a fucking professional. So she got up on that stage and she still performed despite losing someone that she probably thought she was going to marry. Because all intents and purposes, that type of dynamic, rich people, successful people, they speed run this shit, okay? We see this with Millie Bobby Brown and a million other people, okay? It's like, oh my God, you're married within 9 months? Yeah, they don't have to worry about half the other shit the rest of us do, you know? Commit to a scene. No, they're not poly. They just think like, yeah, you know, I'm just wildly insecure and I kind of need someone that's going to like be obsessed with my penis 24/7. And you have, you know, goals and success and you're independent and you don't need me. And that's weird to me because then how do I control you? And so then the answer is, okay, let me just go to everyone else, you know? And again, I'm not, okay. There is a rumor about who he cheated on her with. I don't know how true it is. However, there was only one person that he unfollowed on Instagram. when Meg's post dropped. And you see, men are very transparent because he's not very bright, is he? That you only unfollow one account. So fans that have, because there are bots that will track who's unfollowing who. So there is, and it's looking like it may have been a WNBA player. So I don't know how to deal with that one. But yeah, that's the shenanigans and bullshit. Can he be more obvious? Yeah. I said her name already. I didn't see it. Anyways, books. Nuclear war. Because this is what Klay Thompson makes me think of. Game yesterday. Basically, this is a scenario. This is about, you know, what could possibly happen in the event of a nuclear war. A bunch of people in chat were recommending it. It's actually been recommended to me by other people. There's only one scenario other than an asteroid strike that could end the world as we know it in a matter of hours, nuclear war. Every generation of journalists has looked deep into the heart of the nuclear military establishment. These investigations are vital to how we understand the world we really live in, where one nuclear missile will beget one in return, and where the choreography of the world's end requires massive decisions made on seconds' notice. Pulitzer Prize finalist Annie Jacobson's nuclear war scenario explores this ticking clock scenario, built on dozens of exclusive new interviews with military and civilian experts who have built the weapons, been privy to the response plans, and been responsible for those decisions, should they have need to be made. So, pivot, yes. Also, I hate that this is not a sticker I can't take off. Just tell me that it's a re-edition. Don't put a fuck-ass sticker on it. It's not even, don't do this. I hate this. So, I will be reading. So, there's that. What else? This one I've never heard of before, but I was intrigued by it. Okay, this is called The Siren's Call. How Attention Became the World's Most Endangered Resource. Okay. This is by Chris Hayes. It was on the table. Let's see. He's a best-selling author and MSNBC anchor and podcast host. We all feel it, the distraction, the loss of focus, the addictive focus on the wrong things for too long. Something has changed utterly. For most of human history, the boundary between public and private has been clear, at least in theory. Now, as Chris Hayes writes, with the help of a few tech firms, we basically tore it down in about a decade. Hayes argues that we are in the midst of a transition whose only parallel is that of labor in the 19th century. Attention has become a commodified resource extracted from us, from which we are increasingly alienated. The Siren's Call is the big picture vision we urgently need to offer clarity and guidance. Yeah, I was intrigued because obviously as someone like I don't make a chunk of my income if you guys don't watch my content, you know, so therefore I'm looking for your attention, you know, I'm hoping that someone will give attention to the fact that I have things to talk about, you know. So I thought this was interesting, but also we've talked a lot about, you know, streaming numbers. Like, yeah, if you get attention, that's not enough. How long is your attention attached? YouTube, like, one of the metrics that YouTube tracks the most is watch time. So it's like, yeah, the attention of the watch time. So I'm very intrigued by this, and I'm intrigued by this breakdown of it. So I will let you guys know. I'm not going to get through these in 2 seconds flat, you guys know, but still thought this would be good. Oh, this is one I see everywhere, and I've been wanting to read it. This is Butter, okay? Okay. Asako Yuzuki, okay, translated by Polly Barton, okay? And the concept I find fascinating, but I see it everywhere, and I also like that it's bright yellow. I think it's fun. And there was another version, there's another book by her that was at Barnes & Noble, and I decided not to. It's called Hooked. And I was like, let me read this one first, because I thought about buying both. And I was like, no, let me buy one and see if I like her writing and then go from there. There are two things that I simply cannot tolerate: feminists and margarine. Gourmet cook Minako Kaiji sits in the Tokyo detention house convicted of serial murders of lonely businessmen, whom she is said to have seduced with her delicious home cooking. The case has captured the nation's imagination, but Kaiji refuses to speak with the press, entertaining no visitors. That is until journalist Rika Machida writes a letter asking for her recipe for beef stew. And Kaiji can't resist writing back. Rika, the only woman in her news office, works late each night, rarely cooking more than ramen. As the visits unfold between her and the steely Kaiji, they are closer to a masterclass in food than journalistic research. Rika hopes this gastronomic exchange will help her soften Kaiji, but it seems that Rika might be the one changing. Do she and Kaiji have more in common than she once thought? Inspired by the real case of convicted con woman and serial killer, the Kankatsu killer, Asaku Yuzuki's Butter is a vivid, unsettling exploration of misogyny, obsession, romance, and the transgressive pleasures of food in Japan. I see this like everywhere, and I'm intrigued. So I was like, you know what? Let me take advantage of 2 stamps, and I got it. I'm very excited. This one might be the first one I read. I'm trying to decide I'm trying to decide if I want to go like by thickness, because I do have thinner books. So I'm like, God, do I make myself like catch up to my book goal this year by reading those? Okay, I saw this one. Godzilla and Godzilla Raids Again. So these are the science fiction novelizations that were published after the first Godzilla movie were put out in the 1950s. So obviously I had to get them. These are the originals. Let's see. Godzilla emerged from the sea to devastate Tokyo in the now classic 1954 film, creating a global sensation and launching one of the world's most successful movie and media franchises. Awakened and transformed by nuclear weapons testing, Godzilla serves as a terrifying metaphor for humanity's short-sighted destructiveness. This was the intent of Shigeru Kayama, who drafted the 1954 original film and its first sequel, and in 1955 published these novellas, now available in English for the first time. So, very exciting. It's making me think of the analog horrors that we watched. Yeah. So, very excited. Because they're now published. It's funny, I made a video because I was like, hey, I thought you guys promised to not publish or translate anything more until I caught up on reading all the books, because this is kind of ruining my ability to read all the books. This is one I've been wanting to read for a while, but all the versions of it I've been finding are hardback, so I was very excited to find a paperback. I also was looking for Catabasis, which I know has a paperback version. I have seen it. And I should have bought it when I saw it, but I haven't. And now every time I go to a store, it's only hardback, and it pisses me off because I have a hardback of Babel, and frankly, it makes me not want to read it. I don't know why. I know I'll read a paperback. I don't know what's going on with me in hardbacks lately. It's very weird. I like a hardback typically, but lately I just won't read it. I think it's because I feel annoying sticking a hardback in my bag. You know, but like I can stick a paperback in my bag. Anyways, I bought Braiding Sweetgrass, which I've been wanting to read for a very long time. And Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teachings of Plants by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Kimmerer? Yes, always do that. As a botanist, Robin Wall Kimmerer has been trained to ask questions of nature with the tools of science. As a member of the citizen Potawatomi Nation, she embraces the notion that plants and animals are our oldest teachers. In Braiding Sweetgrass, Kimmerer brings these lenses of knowledge together to show that the awakening of a wider ecological consciousness requires the acknowledgement and celebration of our reciprocal relationship with the rest of the living world, for only when we can hear the languages of other beings are we capable of understanding the generosity of the earth and learning to give our own gifts in return. I'm very excited. I also saw a podcast clip of her where it was just like a very short line, but it was like, yeah, you know when you hear someone say something and it just clicks, you know? She said, how are you going to enjoy life if you don't pick berries? And she said it like, so like, how are you going to enjoy life if you're not picking berries? And it's like, yeah, how the fuck are you going to enjoy life if you don't pick berries? How the fuck? You got to pick berries, you know, like it sounds so obscure like that, but like, it's just one of those things where it's like the same way that like Kurt Vonnegut wrote about like buying a stamp, you know, like it's like, yeah, you got to go buy the stamp sometimes. Reading hardbacks seems more annoying than paperbacks for some reason. sensory stuff. I mean, flashbacks to when I first started learning Japanese. I'm trying, 1010. I'm doing my best, okay? I've never been good with sounding out names, unfortunately. I don't know if that's my dyslexia or not, though. So, low key, I was really kind of hoping that my dyslexia would make it easier for me to read kanji. It's not looking like that. I feel like it might be once I have a few more like practice and memorized, like it might be better. So we'll see. But no, because I'm like shockingly good at memorization for a lot of things and like kind of parsing things out. So we'll see. Oh, I liked this. I liked the title. And then I was intrigued by the synopsis. So this is how you get me. A good title or a good cover to get me to pick up your book. And then if your book doesn't sound like ass, I will probably put it in my bag. It's called On Submission. And yes, this is a J being used as a knife. Okay. Hotshot literary agent Henry Richmond Pendle knows how to find the next big thing and is even better at selling them. But a perfect career becomes increasingly disconcerting as he begins to feel like he's being watched. There are rumors of a boogeyman in publishing, a rejected writer who has cracked and started killing off writers. When Pendle's star clients turn up brutally murdered and unsolicited queries become more and more frantic, Pendle must decide whether to act out of safety for himself and his clients or to capitalize on the attention. Is it worth a few more casualties if it means inking a few seven-figure deals? Part slasher and part scream at the publishing industry, Michael J. Sedlinger, the master of psychological terror, offers a brutal new take on the relationship between art and commerce. On Submission is full of villains, where some harm with a pen and others with a knife. I am intrigued. Thank you for following. So yeah, I'm intrigued by this. I've never heard of it. But yeah, as someone that is also in the process of writing things, can differ by a single half line. Good luck. It's helpful. It's also the bane of your existence. Yeah, we'll see. Clever book cover design. Yeah, I thought this was cool. So the pile is like only like my hand is here. It's only like this far down. It's gonna be in frame in a second. Okay, this one. The Postman Always Rings Twice. Again, I just like the cover, so I picked it up. This is by James N. Cain. It's just pretty short, okay. A moral young tramp, a beautiful sullen woman with an inconvenient husband. A problem that has only one grisly solution. A solution that only creates other problems that no one can ever solve. First published in 1934, The Postman Always Rings Twice is a classic of the Roman noir. It established James M. Cain as a major novelist with an unsparing vision of America's bleak underside, and was acknowledged by Albert Camus as the model for The Stranger. I make no conscious effort to be tough or hard-boiled or grim or any of the things I am usually called. I merely try to write as the character would write, and I never forget that the average man has acquired a vividness of speech that goes beyond anything I could invent. And that's from James M. Cain. So I am intrigued. I also just like the concept, the fact that it inspired The Stranger, okay? And also, The Postman Always Rings Twice. It's like, okay, they didn't ring twice, did they? And someone's dead, you know? Of the Catcher in the Rye author. Okay, here's another one. Yoko Ogawa. Revenge. Again, I like the cover. And I saw the characters and I was like, I need to pick it up. So this one I think is multiple stories. Yeah, so this is like kind of like an anthology of sorts. but all together. An aspiring writer moves into a new apartment and discovers that her landlady has murdered her husband. A bereft and grieving mother attempts to connect with her dead son. Elsewhere, an accomplished surgeon's jealous lover vows to kill him. Desire meets with impulse and erupts, attracting the attention of the surgeon's neighbor, who is drawn to a decaying residence that is now home only to instruments of human torture. Murderers and mourners, mothers and children, lovers and enemies, their fates converge in an ominous and darkly beautiful web. So I think this is multiple stories that then come together, is my guessing. Sinister forces collide with a host of desperate characters in this deeply harrowing collection of interwoven tales from Yoko Ogawa, a master of the macabre. Eerie, suspenseful, and wonderfully upsetting, revenge will haunt you until the very last page. I'm intrigued. Also, I think this is supposed to be a strawberry. There is, I think, is it scratches or are they prints? I genuinely can't tell if the lines, I don't know if you can see this. I can't tell if these are pencil marks or, do I have an eraser? Yeah, I think that's part of the design. Okay. I wanted to make, oh, here, I have an actual eraser. Yeah, okay. You know when it's just like really random scribbles, so you're like, is this meant to be there? So I am intrigued. All right. 2 more. Okay, this one I was intrigued by, mainly because of the title, because I'm very into anthropology. Do I actually think that this is kind of an interesting take on the concept of anthropology in everyday life, which I think is something that is happening a lot more often now, usually from different formatting, but it's kind of like, this is almost like self-anthropology in a sense, okay? It's called The Anthropologist, okay? Asya and Manu are looking at apartments, envisioning their future in a foreign city. What should their life look like? What rituals will structure their day? Whom can they consider family? Back in their home countries, parents age, grandparents get sick, and nieces and nephews grow up, all just slightly out of reach. But Asya and Manu's new world is growing too. As they open the horizons of their lives, what will they hold on to and what will they need to release? Unfolding over a series of apartment viewings, late night conversations, last round of drinks, and lazy breakfast, The Anthropologist is a soulful examination of home building and modern love, written with, I don't even know if I can try and attempt her name, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to try. Segules Sivasis. There's a lot of accents on almost every single letter. Distinctive elegance, warmth, and humor. Again, another thin one, but I am intrigued. I also, I don't think I've written any of her other works. I think she's French. So this is also translated from another language, like the Japanese books to English. I believe it was originally in French? Do they not have the translation? Usually they tell you who translated it. Anyways, okay, that's one. And then this one. This is not this author's first book, and many of you are going to ask if I've read his other books, and the answer is no. But they are technically standalone-ish, and I was intrigued by this concept. Therefore, this is the one I'm reading. Okay? Okay. This is Strange Buildings by Yuketsu. I watched a video on, I think it's called Strange Houses, from the perspective of an architect talking about strange houses. Yuketsu is also the author, but also, I believe, a YouTuber. And also, there is currently a cutout of Yuketsu, and it scares the shit out of me every time I see it. Every Barnes & Noble right now, because Strange Buildings just came out, there's a cutout of Strange... I want you to see what Uketsu looks like. Hold on. Let me pull up Uketsu so you can... there's books in my way. Does this... Just barely. Here's the pile. I have a problem. Like, I really can't say no when I like something. Like this is actually a fucking problem, chat. I have other books that I haven't read yet. This is a fucking problem. This is, okay. Anyways, Hang on, let me pull up Uketsu. I'll read you the back of the book in a second, but I need you to see this is what the author looks like. So you can understand. This is Uketsu. This is the author. So there's a cutout of him right now in most Barnes and Nobles, and it stresses me the fuck out every time. It scares me. So this is the book I'm reading right now. I'll start with Strange. So Strange Houses is the first book. Okay. Or no, Strange Pictures? Was Strange Pictures? I thought Strange Houses was first. Was Strange Pictures first? Okay, I guess Strange Pictures was first. But they're all Japanese mystery novels, okay? And they are wildly successful. I am very intrigued. I've been reading a lot about a lot of different, successful mystery books out of Japan. And like, everyone is, regarded so highly, so I'm so intrigued. But one thing about this is cool is there's like, so it's a novel, but there's also like floor plans and things like that. So you can understand like the houses and things like that. But this is what got me with this one and why I chose this one over Strange Pictures and Strange Houses. A lonely hut in the woods, a murder house, a hidden chamber, a mysterious shrine, a home in flames, a nightmarish prison. After receiving multiple tips from his devoted readership, a writer fascinated by the occult puts together 11 case files, each featuring its very own strange building. Each of the 11 structures has a floor plan that conceals a disturbing architectural quirk, from disappearing rooms in a hallway that leads nowhere to apartments with no means of escape. Each building tells its own chilling story, and each is part of a grander puzzle. Look closely, and you'll see that everything is connected. It all leads to a revelation so horrifying you won't want to believe it. Through warped floor plans, cryptic diary entries, and a journalistic expose, readers are invited to follow along as the writer and his friend Kurihara try to unravel the truth behind these buildings. Millions of readers have become addicted to solving Uketsu's dark mysteries. Strange Buildings is the strangest and darkest of them all. Therefore, you got me with Strange Buildings over the others. And if I like it, I will read your other books. But we shall see. But I do think that's the nature. There have definitely been times I need to stop. Past Amanda used to just buy every single book from an author. The whole book of a series before I even read the first one. It was bad. It was bad. It's irresponsible, because then sometimes you hate the book. And then now you own the whole series. For what? So I'm excited by this one. Do you still need an ASD assessment? Are you asking if I need an autism spectrum testing? Is that what you're asking? Is that what you're asking me? Oh yeah, that would be unsettling. The internet, the Japan Times called Uketsu the internet phantom haunting Japan's bestsellers list. I want that title. The internet phantom haunting America's bestsellers list. That's my new dream title, actually. I think that's my new dream title. Okay, I will be reading this article. I think I've seen one of his videos. Oh, he's like actively, God, this is me as a writer. Unfortunately, you guys, this is gonna be me as a writer for y'all. I will still be posting shit on the internet. You will have to deal with me. He posted yesterday. The content will probably change if like I started writing and like got published tomorrow and I decided to like pivot into being a full-time writer. So like things would probably slightly change, but I would still be making content. And again, 1.5 million, god damn it. Okay, it's definitely in Japanese, so I'm not gonna understand. Because I'm not fluent, but let's find out.
18年前、とあるテレビ番組が放送されました。住宅街で起きた不気味な殺人事件の謎を
It's definitely a roundup. Yeah, it's like part of the...
その中に不可解な映像が映っていたそうです。放送事故とも言うべき11秒間の映像。
Yeah, this is definitely for strange buildings and strange houses.
隠されていました。3月上旬、とある放送局に勤める人物から
What do you mean any subs? Like how many subs does Uketsu have? Or subs for chat?
連絡が届きました。
Subtitles? Oh, let me see. Japanese, let me check. Japanese. Yeah. We can try auto translate, but they're probably not going to be accurate. Uketsu might not have English turned on. Or anything turned on. It's usually not accurate. We can try it. Someone who works for a certain yeah, so this is basically the Uketsu often, is my understanding from Uketsu's videos, often portrays as like the writer, but the writer is like a nameless writer. Like the writer is not Uketsu. Uketsu is like playing the writer or like giving you the perspective of the writer, but Uketsu is not technically the writer, even though Uketsu is a writer. Does that make sense? Like there's the Uketsu, the writer, and then there's the writer. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
その人の名前は千倉伊織さん。
Person named Kura-san.
ドキュメンタリー専門のディレクターだと言います。彼女が
It says he's a documentary
知っているものが
anchor
複数ある
following.
ことに気づきました。中でも去年
As I recognize several of them. In particular, this program that aired last year was shocking. An interview with Motofuku, who, despite being co-administered drugs by her boyfriend, took all the blame to protect him. Unfortunately, this is a common occurrence. Through dialogue, Mr. Shi skillfully drew out her true feelings, which she had continued to express both during questioning and in court. I can still hear in my ears the strained voice she uttered. Desperately wanting him to praise her. Oh, I wonder why such a director would contact me, but I decided to get in touch with him anyway. It's C. My name is name. Oh, so you're not normal. Watching my videos, of course, after seeing the complete version of Strange Houses. Yeah. Yeah, little voices like that, unfortunately, do not get picked up well. But yeah, this is a lot. But yeah, 1.92 million. Oh, you guys can't see. Uketsu is 1.92 million followers. And again, lots of videos here. So one video from yesterday. God, this is 53 minutes long. That's from yesterday and then 3 months ago. 5 months ago. So a good amount of videos. YouTuber from 2 years ago. Internet writing man from 4 years ago. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight here's what the friends will get to. Let's enjoy, please enjoy, everything is good to you, have your fun.
I'm not using my internet skills to the fullest because I should be making, you know what? We should bring back just making music videos. We should bring this back. So yeah, Uketsu is a YouTuber. Oh goodness. Oh, there's a lot of videos on his page. I'm like scrolling through them. A lot of them are stressing me out just looking at them. I'm on the wrong channel. Ooh, a movie that I did see the trailer for. It also could maybe not land, but we'll see. I wasn't sure about it from how I heard it described, but seeing the trailer, it kind of sold me. Have you guys seen the trailer for Is God Is? I don't want to show it to you this way because I do recommend if you see it in theaters if you can, the trailer itself even. I don't even think I can describe it, but it's literally called Is God Is, okay? And it's big. God, I don't know how to explain it. That's the problem, I think. I don't think it can be properly explained by me. Because the way I heard it explained, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know if I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, you got me. You know? So literally search up Is God Is. And watch the full trailer and see how you feel. Because for myself, I was like, I think I needed to see the trailer properly. You could probably watch it on your own, but I don't think in this way, I don't think it'll be received well. God, they still haven't repaired Sure. Nope, I guess they haven't. I'm just seeing this shirtless photo of the gunman on the ground. The gunman. Okay, I'm sorry. Is it treason if I say that I don't know how real that shooting was? Is that treason? No one's dead, so I feel like fine making comments about it. You know, because like, side note, this whole fucking Secret Service needs to be fired. Every single fucking one of them. I'm so sick of it. Like as someone that talks about safety, all of those fuckers should be fired. The video of them clearing the lobby and someone is standing there filming and none of them look at that fucking person, you're all fucking frauds. Fire every single one of them. None of you should be protecting a fucking Del Taco, let alone the president of the United States. Even this fucking weird fucking idiot president of the United fucking States, okay? You get my point? Like, they're all fucking bad at their jobs. Like, someone is standing there filming and they're clearing the room with guns and they just let that person stand there. It was so dumb. It's so stupid. They're all bad. Why did they clear out JD Vance first? And yet President Trump was on stage for a full 28 seconds after the shooting supposedly started. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Everyone's bad at their jobs. God, fire Secret Service next. God. Staged and fuck Clay. The picture of the lady taking a selfie like the Superman movie sent me. Ugh. The amount of people that were just sitting there eating or taking bottles of wine. Like, I mean, just like, what's the possibility? The first fucking White House Correspondents' Dinner he goes to at all in any of his presidencies, and suddenly he has a reason to justify his fuck-ass ballroom. Kash Patel sitting there, and then allegedly his girlfriend was crying in a room holding hands with a man. And God, it's so funny. You really see, like, you really have to get off Twitter sometimes, because I saw that quote, like, cause someone was like, wait, what? Like, what the fuck do you mean his girlfriend was like crying in a room alone with a random man and holding his hand so he could comfort her? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because there's jokes that there's many a joke that his girlfriend is like, he's being honeypotted, but also that she's cheating on him regularly. And so that's why everyone was talking about that. And then I scrolled to the comments and someone was like, this is what leadership looks like. Kash Patel obviously asked that man to comfort his girlfriend so that he could lock down the situation. That's what a real man looks like. And I'm so fucking serious. We might be cooked as a society if that dude thinks that's a rational fucking thought. Like, we might be cooked. We might be cooked. If we had a ballroom, Clay wouldn't have cheated. Totally. A warning beforehand and they cut her off for technical difficulties? I don't fucking know. I mean, what's with Caroline Leavitt saying the shots were going to be fired? What did she know? Have we investigated her emails? Like, have we gone through everything? Ugh. A real man sits in the cuck chair. A real man buys the cuck chair. Like, he keeps giving her access to the jet. Okay. I saw this video and it very much gave me the feeling of... See, when you hear the phrase boys will be boys, I picture this shit. Trapped in a haunted forest until I beat the world's scariest game. It's not cheating on your partner. It's doing weird fuck shit like this. Okay? This is boys will be boys. All right? No, Erica Kirk crying in a dress she got off of Saks Fifth Avenue. Like, I don't... Whatever.
Trapped in a haunted forest, and the only way that I can leave is by beating the world's scariest game. Let's go. Let's get started. Oh, these headphones are cold. Okay. In this game, you have to explore your dead grandfather's apartment to find a photo album. And after...
I'm convinced that because there was early reports that the gunman was shot and was killed. Obviously, he was not. Apparently, no shots were fired by the gunman. However, somehow a Secret Service agent got shot. Supposedly, he's alive. And I'm so sorry. The jokes do write themselves about this administration because that's a tee up. That's a tee up. You know, it's the reports that he was dead also makes me think that they hoped he'd be dead. You know, that's what it sounds like, is that Secret Service were shooting. Or I did see a report that an FBI agent was shooting, but I don't know. So.
A bunch of moving around, I think I found his room. I'm doing this because my friends have officially stopped inviting me to scary movie night. They say I can't handle horror, which is ridiculous. I'm an extremely brave person.
You haven't even chosen a movie yet.
I have been humiliated, exiled from scary movie night. So, to reclaim my honor, I'm heading deeper and deeper into these cursed woods, playing 3 horror games that get scarier as I go.
That's deranged.
All leading to one final game that is genuinely the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life. But if I beat it, I leave this forest and earn my place back at scary movie night. And this first game is the easiest one, supposedly.
From the darkness.
That's a person. Do I have to go in here? I've got to go in there, right? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Hello, hey, how are you today? Okay, goodbye.
Me. Bye.
I should probably mention that I have never played a horror game before. Yeah, I really picked a great spot to play my first
dude, this is... Forget Trial by Fire. Why are you jumping in a volcano?
one. I am in the middle of Sam Houston National Forest. Some people say that this is one of the most haunted forests in the entire United States. There's all sorts of horror stories about these woods, and on top of that, there are all types of animals I need to be on the lookout for. And I will tell y'all right now, I saw some stuff. You know, I saw some stuff. You'll see later. But being in this environment on top of not having any experience with horror games is a terrible combo.
I really don't know where am I supposed to go? I don't care about you. I'm not scared. Let's try to look. No, but...
Yeah, this game's getting to me. Being outside playing a video game makes it so scary.
It's just the looking into the darkness, because I've never done horror games, but I've done, obviously, like, you do, like, scary stories around the campfire and shit, and it's so fucking easy to scare the shit out of everyone if you do that. Because, obviously, when you can't hear or see anything, it's so fucking scary, because your brain just starts filling in the gaps. which is fantastic, obviously, for ambiance, but they would scare the shit out of me. It's so fucking funny. Runs context on American horror movies by linking them to sound of mountain lions banging, which sounds like a human being murdered. Yeah. This whole shot, like, it's so, he set up the furthest shot possible. It's so funny. Sorry, friend. Supposedly things are going to be sorted with my friend's trip, so I don't have to fly to Florida today. Okay. So I was like, I'll get on a plane. I will pretend to be in labor. We will get you out of this.
I keep hearing things, and I'm not sure if it's coming from the game or from the woods behind me.
Dude, I never sleep with a... I can't do cowboy camping. I can't do it. I can't do it on a boat. I can't do it in a campsite. I can't do it on the roof of a cabin. I just can't. I can't do the sleeping under the stars thing. I would love to. Sounds very lovely. My anxiety will not let me fucking do it. Okay? I will be enclosed. I will be sleeping in the trunk of the car. Like, I don't give a shit. I will not do that.
Did I hear that?
Don't get up. Horrible idea. Horrible idea, dude. Is there an animal watching you?
Ethan, what the hell are y'all doing? What are y'all doing here?
We thought we could ghost hunt while you were playing games.
This would be a good opportunity.
Phantom Finders, remember Phantom Finders? With you playing a scary game, it's gonna be like a hotspot. Fear brings out ghosts more than anything does.
You got an MP3 player?
No, it's an electromagnetic spectrum.
It's an electromagnetic spectrum. You mean it detects things on the electromagnetic spectrum?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Have you ever heard of Eli Berger, the East Texas Spectre?
No.
I know that you probably...
Superior, the longer that I play. I have just resorted to growling. I can't even speak at this point.
Bro, I can't do this. It's right there. I see its silhouette. Something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. Oh!
Let's actually explore a little bit.
Okay.
I'm the guy that dies first in the movie.
Okay.
The guys made their way into the woods with their EMFs and thermal camera, which supposedly can sense paranormal stuff. Pretty
Supposedly.
quick, they started getting something.
What's going on?
This one's just going nuts. But this is like the first time we've seen like anything.
It stopped? This is actually...
If you have it near, okay. EMF readers, okay, will read electromagnetic frequencies, okay? You know, like something like another piece of technology, their cameras, your phone, if it's not separated enough, if you have it too close, it will spike the reading. Thank you, T-Witch, for subscribing. Hold on. You won the Swell Grad free. Thank you for subscribing. So, yeah. Cool. But yeah.
really freaking me
Yeah,
out
the
just
video
a
game
little
setup.
bit. What?
It's starting to go up.
It's as we walk right here, bro. Go back.
Is it more this way? Oh, it's going up, brother. Oh, it reached 170 for the first
170 right there. Hold on.
Longer than that, I will say. I am starting to make sense of it, though.
Go into here. I unlock this. Ooh. As soon as you did that, there was like a baby crying. I just think I prefer Fortnite. Alright, should we play the next game?
I mean, I think, yeah.
Yeah, what's the next spot?
Tilted Towers.
Oh All right, game 1 complete. I technically don't have to beat the first 2 games. I just need to play them for at least 90 minutes. But the last one, the scariest one, I am not leaving until I win that game. And just trust me,
God.
I am going to need all of the practice I can get.
See if there's any ghostly activity.
We're gonna do a perimeter
Is that a
check.
lake?
I mean, does it not make sense for at least someone to be in the water while I'm doing this?
No.
Dude, there's not ghosts in the water.
This is a sticker. And if I send it to you, it means it's foreshadowing because it means I'm about to be in the water.
Good bet.
I was fucking right. I was like, that frame was too fucking prolonged to not have the next shot be him in that fucking water.
My jeans, man.
I'm literally like using one hand to row, dude. I should win some kind of medal for this, dude. This is crazy.
Okay, game number 2 is
Red flats. All right, let's go.
and an hour and a half.
Pretty scary game. They just have keys. Everything. It's all about finding keys.
Well, I'm giving myself a tour of the
Keys.
complex. Ethan started picking up something on his EMF.
26. Why is it spiking? Oh God. I'm moving closer to something. 37, 38. Stop! My thing is going off.
You getting something?
Dude, I'm getting close to the bank over here and it's like going crazy. Is there a dead body here or something? Did someone drop a dead body? I'm so scared, dude. Oh, hurry up, one arm. 118, 120. I'm moving, the boat's moving itself.
Yeah, that's called a current. That's called a current or wind.
Dre's starting to make his way around the pond, and he's listening to the spirit box, which quickly cycles between radio frequencies. He'll say any words he can make out.
Aim as loud as I can.
That's exactly why he did it, but
Oh,
Skipping ahead.
something's in here. Oh, it's eyes. Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's just the interact icon. Another key. More keys. These games, bro. It's all about finding.
They love a
keys.
key.
That's terrifying.
Keys.
Oh, what's going on in here? Hey,
That's dumb. Don't.
Little peephole. Hello? Someone in there? Well, I would love that key
I
if
know.
you could just hand it to me through this hole. No? Okay.
Bitch.
Yeah, something just touched you, bro. Something just touched you, definitely. Oh, guess what? Another key. Yay.
Dre is still making his way around the pond trying to chat with Eli. I am almost certain that this
He's wearing eye black at night because they thought it was funny. Like that's 100. It's like, yeah, we're going incognito in the so the ghosts don't see me. Like it's dudes being funny or trying
ghost
to.
does not exist.
Lynch, I'm scared. Well,
20 minutes left or so. But we're realizing that it's been a minute since we've seen Drayton, so Ethan's docking his canoe so that he can go look for him.
Dre!
Dre's dead.
Oh God. Yeah! How's your hunting going?
found each other. Just said we found each other.
Oh, hey,
Cool. Sick.
your double ear
Sick.
pod?
Yeah, I have one AirPod playing music right now because that's how scared.
Back in the game, I keep hearing the sound of marbles dropping, so I am heading to investigate.
Okay, I'm just going into this door now. I've never been in this room before.
Boys are funny. I didn't want to see this part.
Stuff's around me, 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 stuff's around me. We're okay, 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 we're doing good, we're doing good. No.
Oh, is this one of those you have to have your mic on and if you talk? Oh,
Oh man, okay. Dude, my heart is pounding. I only made it to 9:20 p.m. I got to make it to 8 a.m. somehow to win this game. I am reset day 2, my second attempt. I feel like I understand this game now a little bit more. I just don't have to scream. That's easy. If I don't make any noise, I'll be fine. It's time to go in there and dominate.
You're not scared, man. I can die. Third try. Zero up top tells me where I'm supposed to go.
is he tied to a tree? Oh God. They tied their buddy to a tree. He's also tied this way that if he needed to, he could untie himself, but like, this is absurd.
Dude, I didn't even think about anything being above me.
That's a bear. That's a bear.
Bro, this bear will not leave. I have been running from it for the entirety of this game. I mean, this is the farthest I've made it so far. It is 1 a.m., so I am only 7 hours away from winning. And finally, after several minutes, I was able to shake the bear.
Where am I?
See, that's where I see. This is the problem.
Train, stop, dude.
Really got to him. I'm determined to beat this game, though. I have to be locked in on not. I stood up and started listening for what Drayton was talking about, and then I heard it.
What the is that?
An owl.
Jack, that's not us. That's actually something over here. Trying to figure out what that is. Coyote?
No.
Coyote.
I think it might be an owl.
Oh.
Fine, you guys get back up here.
I have to beat the game. I'm like right at the end of it.
Finish the game.
I sat back down to finish the game, but right as I was about to continue, Drayton
See, people that are afraid of the outdoors are very fun to me because, like, it's an owl, but also, what else could it possibly be? It's not a fucking. Like, if it sounded human, I would maybe understand that, hey, I'm gonna advise you guys to get out of here. Like, I would understand that, but it definitely doesn't sound human, so I'm like, you're fine. Like, it's probably an animal. It's not a Wendigo. They're in fucking Texas.
heard more noises.
Hunter,
Yeah.
stop. I just heard a f***ing step that way. It wasn't whatever that noise was. I just heard a step that way.
God, I'm such an asshole. If I found you guys doing this, I would be fucking with you in the woods. I would 100% be fucking with you in the woods. I want you to know. I want you to fucking know. Okay, Wendigos do not just exist in Until Dawn. I want that on the record. They did not come up with that. Okay, new Wilderness Whispers video.
Action Kid is a guy that loves to explore the world. In fact, he created his channel for this exact reason. He posts videos every day of himself walking through different parks, neighborhoods, and cities. Just him with a camera, not saying anything, simply going on daily walks and recording. I mean, that's a great way to stay in shape, right? Getting paid while doing something that keeps you healthy. I might need to get a camera and strap it to my chest too. Anyway, the locations he goes to are usually pretty ordinary and don't really involve much risk. He's not the type to go into dangerous areas or anything like that, but in this video, he thought it would be a good idea to go on a night hike in Central Park's Ramble, and it almost didn't end the way he expected, because things got dangerous really quickly.
Bian, I really don't watch NASCAR. I try, but I barely do. So it's never been able to get me, unfortunately. I always do that, Bianca, not Bian. I always do that. I don't know why. And we're walking, and we're walking, and we're walking.
When he first started his walk,
This
it
is a
felt
weird
like one of his
simulator
usual
game,
ones.
haha.
The only difference was how quiet it was, much quieter than he expected, but he kept going. After a few minutes, he came across a wooden structure, and that's where he saw someone. A guy just standing there in the dark, not saying a word.
There's someone under the wooden structure? Where? Okay. Okay, a rat. Big rat. The kind of shitty
Creator
light
walked
beam.
past him, and
Ah,
even though
sorry.
it felt really weird, nothing happened. So he kept going, and
The kind of shitty light beam I think is making me more anxious.
wait, is that a rat? Oh no! Anyway, excuse me, I get easily distracted. He continued his walk, and the further he went, the more unsettling the park started to feel. After a few moments, he saw a group of around 7 people standing together in the dark, almost like they were hiding. He hesitated for a second and thought about turning back.
Like, why? I
really
put my
knowing
flashlight
what to
towards
do.
the ground since I don't
But
want to
he
shine it at
realized
their
that
reaction.
Turning around might draw even more attention, so he decided to just keep going. He pointed his flashlight down and slowly walked past them. But as he got closer, one of the guys broke away from the group and started walking toward him.
No, I'm not. I don't know where I am.
What? Can you turn that on now?
Yeah, sure.
Fucking light you off.
Wow, this is scary. This is scary.
Are you lost? No, I don't know where I am. Yeah, that's you. Are you lost? Yeah, I'm so sorry. How do I get back to the road? Fucking lie. Everyone needs to learn to lie better, actually.
This is the moment where, I think, even a small weird move or any sign of hesitation from the creator could have put him in a much more dangerous...
Walking this path where there's clearly no fucking light. Okay, I'm so sorry. This is how you know it's a dude. Unfortunately. It's an age-old truth that you don't go somewhere where there's no lights at night like this. Like a path like this that's enclosed, that's not visible from the street. Regardless of where you live. Regardless. Because you know what's going to happen? You know what often happens on paths like this where there's no light? Shenanigans of the illegal variety. Why? Because they guarantee that there's no standard lights there. They don't have to break out a light to go sell drugs to kids. They don't need to. They can just do their shit because there's no fucking lights. Forget even mugging. Forget even being stabbed, even though that's also a thing that happens. You should not. This is stupid. You're stupid. I'm so sorry. You can't be doing this. Like, this is, if you were a woman, you would have known this. I'm so sorry. This is one of those things where I'm like, yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because this is, as soon as you clock that there were any people, you should, like, this is absurd. This is, there's no light. They don't, there, often when there's no lights on a trail, it's because they don't want you there at night, which is exactly why people do shit like whatever those dudes were doing there at night. That's exactly why. You doing, like, it's not like that's what's supposed to happen, but it's a thing that happens, okay? Like, oh, I didn't tell you what this means. Oh, I didn't tell you that. This means you're evil, and says that to the person instead of just smiling, agreeing, and leaving and doing something about it in the safe area. What do you mean? Oh, like making it very clear that you know they're doing something illegal or shady. Him audibly saying this is scary stressed me the fuck out. Because those dudes cannot know you're scared. Because then as soon as they think you're scared, they think you're going to go and tell someone that they were there. Like you unfortunately, you gotta have a little bit of survival instinct if you're gonna do shit like this at night for content purposes. Like, that's crazy. A media trope like in TV and books, like I said, a tangent. Okay, I don't understand the relevance in this moment. The Hermes, what are we doing? Dude, you gotta have like him, but seriously though, him saying this is scary to the camera, dude, if they realized that you had a fucking camera, like, you were fucked. Like, they were gonna beat the shit out of you at the very least. Like, you have no idea what they're doing. Zero idea what they're doing. You should, oh God, okay, let's continue. Did I not hit play?
situation than expected. The group clearly seemed to be trying to stay hidden and avoid attention, so it makes sense that one of them broke off to redirect him and keep things from escalating or getting messy.
Are you lost is giving you an out, and you didn't take it.
After he was shouted at, the creator continued walking. now more shaken than before,
Leave.
just wanting to get out of there as quickly as possible. After a few moments, he turned his flashlight back on.
Do not talk to the camera at all. They could be following you. You have to assume someone is following you now. You have to. You have to. You have to assume someone is following you. Keep the camera on, but you cannot talk to that fucking camera. You cannot point it at yourself. It's got to stay pointing at the ground. You got to keep that light off as long as possible. Do not say a fucking... I'm dead fucking serious. This is so... They're 100% making sure you're leaving. Someone is following you now.
Okay, I'm scared now.
No, shut the fuck up! Ugh.
Here.
They're not wandering. They're not. You are. Also, you're wandering. Who would be wandering here? You are. 1, 2. They're not wandering. They're doing shenanigans. And you need to. Oh God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. As someone with survival instincts, it's really hard for me to be patient with people that have 0. Like how did you make it to it? How old are you? Are you 12? Are you an adult? Are you a grown adult man? Because like I really I don't care if you're 19. Like you gotta survive. You got like what are we doing? What's going? I need no. You know what? I need more background on this guy. How old is he? If this is a teenager, I'll give you a pass. But oh my fucking God! If you're a teenager, what are you doing this?
Lowest setting.
No!
I can't see a thing, guys.
Shouldn't. Shut the fuck up. I'm so sorry. Stop talking to the camera. I'm so sorry. I think he might be a teenager.
Someone shouted at him to turn it off again, and that's where he really started to feel scared. He didn't know who those guys were or what they were capable of.
Because you also have no idea. If they know you're a kid, that also will probably not protect you. T-Witch, did I thank you for subscribing? I did, right? Yes. Like if they realize that you're a teenager, they also could think like, oh, then you definitely don't have like a gun on you or anything and beat the shit out of you. Like you really have no way of knowing what they're gonna do. Cause like sometimes you're like, oh, we're just kids and you think that's gonna protect you. It really will not sometimes, depending on what's happening. You have to be vigilant. And this is, if you're a teenager, God, I feel like they said his name was Action Kid or something like that, which is why it's making me think he might be a teenager. If you're a teenager, this is so fucking dumb and I want to have a conversation with your parents because your kufri needs to be moved up. This is absurd.
So he obviously listened, turned the light off, walked in the dark, picked up his pace and got out of there.
Good, get
as
to the
quickly
street
as
light
possible.
and get the fuck out of there.
Those guys were most likely doing something illegal, like drugs or other things, and being in a dark...
What other things, Whispers? Something illegal, like drugs or other things. Do you know what other illegal... Name 3 illegal things, Whispers. AI voice. Do you know what crimes are?
dark area like that makes it much easier for them to target someone and get away with it. So, yeah, it's a strong reminder.
Is that him?
Don't go to places like that at night, especially alone. It's not worth the risk at all. Central Park does have reported assaults and robberies each year, and a lot of them tend to happen.
He was in one of the unlit areas of Central Park. That's where he fucking was? An unlit area. Oh my God, you're so dumb. Is that fucking... Yeah, that's what's the name of the channel. Action Kid.
He posts videos every day of himself.
Okay, he's an adult, it looks like. Yeah, he's an adult. I think he's an adult.
Walking through different parks, neighborhoods, and cities. Just
I
him
think
with
he's
a
an
camera, not saying anything, simply going on daily walks and recording. I mean, that's a great way to stay in shape, right? Getting paid while doing something that keeps you healthy. I might need to get a camera and
I just want to
strap it
rehear the
my
intro
chest,
because I think
too.
I blacked
Anyway,
this out.
the locations he goes to are usually pretty ordinary and don't really involve much risk. He's not the type to go into dangerous areas or anything like that, but in this video, he thought it would be a good idea to go on a night hike in Central Park's Ramble, and it almost didn't end the way he expected, because things got...
They really don't want you in the park after a certain time. A lot of parks are like that. So yeah, he was in Central Park.
This next video comes from a Reddit user named Chobi, who shared an encounter he and his friend had while camping deep in the woods. This one is a bit out of the ordinary, because we're used to hearing about bears, mountain lions, and other wildlife, but not this. They were near their truck, sitting around a fire in the middle of the night, when suddenly they heard something behind them.
Mood.
And by the time they realized what it was already too late to react, so they stayed completely quiet.
Let's shine up a little bit. Yeah, just shine up a bit. I can't see it.
Fucking hyena. Ugh. Yeah. Is your door open? No, it's not. I'm more scared of a wild pig than a hyena, Loki.
He's looking in your corner.
Why is your door open? God, everyone's insane.
What's he looking at?
The
Draw.
system.
If they have biltong in there, why?
Oh.
Okay, wow. I never realized hyenas are that big. They look so scary. They kept quiet, and the hyena
They
just
look so
inspected
scary.
the truck, probably drawn in by the smell of food. Now, this one seemed more curious than anything and wasn't really that aggressive. But hyenas can actually be extremely dangerous because of a combination of strength, intelligence, and opportunistic behavior. They have one of the strongest bite forces among mammals. Their jaws can crush bone, estimated at around
They will
1,000
fuck your
pounds
shit
per
up.
square inch or more. That's roughly 2 to 3 times stronger than a lion's bite relative to size. So, yeah, definitely not something you'd want to get bitten by. The hyena checked around the camp for a while and eventually left, but it's definitely not an encounter you'd want happening often. The YouTube channel Welcome to the Woods UK focuses on bushcraft, wild camping,
Welcome to the Woods was taken, obviously.
and survival skills in
Not at all.
remote woodland areas across the United Kingdom. The creator regularly returns to a specific forest where he has official permission to stay, building camps and spending extended periods living in the wild. Over time, though, something starts to feel a bit off. The atmosphere in the forest slowly begins to change. He starts noticing signs that don't really fit the usual environment, tracks suggesting other people have been moving through the area, faint, unexplained noises at night, and small details that make it seem like he's not always alone out there.
Is it
Curious
fairies?
and
It's
slightly
never
concerned,
fairies.
he decides to look into it further. To figure out what's happening when he's not around, he sets up trail cameras around his camp, hoping to catch anything unusual and finally understand who or what has been entering the woods.
We're going to get that camera though, yeah? I'll bring you back here when I've put the camera up. I'm going to strap it to this part of the tree here, and I'll be able to do a 360 all the way around to keep an eye on the tracks. We're left just there and there, going through this part of the woodland. So hopefully, if this is someone that's coming in here poaching or just plain messing around, this camera should hopefully catch them, and it'll catch them whether they take the camera with them. I'll have footage of it on my phone, straight directly to my phone, permitting the signal's all good. So we are live.
He set up the camera in a new spot, and after a bit more exploration, he left the woods. A few weeks later, he returned for a relaxed camping night. He arrived in the middle of the forest and started setting up his tent. Once everything was ready, he grabbed his
where the
rifle and
fair.
went out for a bit of hunting.
It's the most obvious
then made
camera
his way
ever.
back to the tent to prepare his food.
Luckily I was successful. I managed to bag 3 wood pigeons, so they're going in the curry. I know it's not for everybody, so I've left the gory details out of it, but as you can imagine, it is, I believe, one of the best things to be able to harvest your own wild game.
I'm sorry. It's the camera capturing the camping meal disassociation that can happen. Like logically, I know he's just eating, but like I feel like this is a common experience where you're like kind of zoning out a little bit because you're like there's not sound or screen. There's noise, but it's not like noise that you're used to. It's not screens. The lighting's different. Like it's like I don't know what it's called, but I feel like this phenomenon of like you kind of like zone out because you're thinking about it's almost like a weird meditation state because you're eating, but you're like zoned out a little bit. He's probably just eating, and I'm reading into it. But this freeze frame really captures that moment. Thank you for following. It's very funny. Without immediate, you just kind of zone out. It hits different when you're camping. I do recommend it.
He stayed in his tent, ate his food, and enjoyed the silence. Just a calm night in the woods. Before he knew it, darkness had fully settled in, and it was time to go to sleep.
Right, so we're well past 10 o'clock. Obviously it's summer month, so the birds are still having a little bit of a chirp about, but I'm absolutely shattered, so I'm going to get my head down. I shall see you in the morning.
Little did he know he wouldn't make it to see the morning in the woods because something happened in the middle of the night that really woke him up in a way he wasn't expecting.
What is it? Was that him?
I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but...
No. Dude, I'm so sorry. Those aren't your woods anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You need to get the fuck out of there. Actually. No. No. Don't let her see you leave. You need to get the fuck out of there. You need to get the fuck out of there, and you need to not make eye contact, and she needs to not fucking see you. Is she in white? Is she wailing in white? Because if she's wearing white, you are fucked. You are also a man. That's usually not a good sign. This you need to get the fuck out of there. You really gotta go, dude. I'm so sorry. You gotta go. I don't... La Llorona, the lady in white, there's so many different versions of this, but the wailing in the woods at night, you're alone, that never goes well. That's not a man wailing. It's not. You need to get the fuck out of there. You don't want to be a lone man when you hear a woman wailing. You really don't. You gotta get the fuck out of there. Is it a cat?
There's definitely someone out there.
That's an animal.
Sakes. 2 seconds.
Hi, Bubba's. When did you come up here? Hi.
Hello?
Dumb. Bro. And then he left the tent. Come get your stuff later. No one ever abandons their shit.
I'll be honest with you, I feel like going.
Yeah, good. Leave. Smartest instinct you've had. You're gonna want to get out of there.
That might be exactly what I do.
Yeah, leave.
He left that night immediately.
Good.
Not really understanding why that person was screaming. But one thing became clear. He wasn't alone in those woods, and other people could be camping or moving through the area without permission. Not feeling prepared to figure out who it was in the dark, he decided it was safer to leave. The next day, he remembered the trail camera he had set up and got curious to check what it had recorded. At first, it was nothing unusual, just a few animals moving through the woods like normal. But then he came across one clip in particular, and what he saw on it completely shocked him.
3 days post-camp that you've just seen. Early Thursday morning at 4:12 AM, this figure comes into view. Almost looks like it's trying to pull something down from a branch above. acting in a peculiar manner. Then the camera takes a further 2 still shots of it moving
Love you,
further
Bubbies.
off to the left-hand side of the woodland.
Lady Bigfoot in heat.
Why is this person there at that time of the morning? Why do we keep...
No, that would scare the shit out of me. If I saw a trail photo of myself like that, that'd scare the shit out of me. That would scare the shit out of me. That would get me fucked up.
keep hearing these shrills and shrieks?
A person who seemed to be wearing a ghillie suit, or maybe just a blanket draped over him, was seen walking through the woods on the camera footage. At that point, it became clear that he wasn't alone out there. But the question remained, who was this man, and why had he been messing with the creator's setup over time? I actually covered another video from this same creator before, where he came back to the woods only to find that his cabin structure had been damaged or destroyed by someone unknown. Now, it's possible that the same figure from this footage could be responsible for that. As for who he is, it could be a homeless individual trying to stay warm, maybe living somewhere.
See, can I be totally honest? Because what predators do you guys have in the UK woods? You guys don't have bears. So I do know there are reports of jaguars and like other big cats. Not a ton, but it's because like people illegally had them for animals as pets and then released them. And some of them did procreate, but it's not a lot. Maybe not anymore. They may have all been hunted by now. So like it would make sense that Bigfoot is likely to be existing in UK related woods because there would be no natural predator. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like here, I feel like no one ever I feel like no Bigfoot media ever explores like, oh, a Bigfoot and a bear, you know, like what's the deal there, you know? If Bigfoot is an old world primate, the branch closer to humans, it's very likely females would have a big red butt during heat. That's the wildest thing you've ever put in my chat. Yeah, I'll add that to my worldview. There we go. The rhyme. Yeah, I agree. So, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. That's always like, oh, Bigfoot and humans. And it's like, okay, well, what about Bigfoot and other animals? You know what I'm saying?
Deep in the forest and moving through the area. But then there's still the question of the screaming that night, and that part is hard to explain. It could be anything. Distress, mental health struggles, or something else entirely. The truth is, the creator never actually saw this person in real life, and still doesn't know who he is. Whether he was dangerous or just someone in need of help is unclear, but either way, leaving the area when he did was probably the safest decision.
Bigfoot X Loch Ness Monster.
Trail Marshal Hiking is a guy who regularly posts videos of his hikes, capturing different trails, forests, and the beauty of nature. But out on the trails, you always have to be careful, because more often than not, you're not actually alone out there. Forests are home to all kinds of wildlife, and you can run into animals when you least expect it, so it's always best to be prepared. Well, in this particular video, his hike didn't end up being as relaxing as he thought it would be.
So it's day 300 out here. I just came across a very good sized bear and 2 cubs as I was coming around this corner here. That was probably about 5 or 6 minutes ago. I'm reckoning they went on their way a little bit. We'll see what's up here as I keep going on. This is the tree the cubs ran up. And boy.
He thought the bears might have already seen him and moved on, so he would be able to pass through safely. But nope, he ran into them again.
That bear was big.
Jesus,
you know,
dude.
That wasn't a Florida bear. Oh, there he is right over here. All right, buddy. All right. There you are. I'm going.
Oh, I see it.
All
It's
right.
like it's in the middle of the
All
trees.
right,
It's
buddy.
like the black mass.
All right.
Get louder.
Yeah, there he is. He's a big one. If you could,
He's a biggin.
whew.
Why are
Yeah.
men like this? I don't know.
He's still over there.
Survival instincts of turnips.
She's got a couple cubs with her. I don't know if you got a glimpse of her, but whoo, that's one scary beast. Go ahead, bear. Go away. Well, it says I don't think that bear really gives a damn what my reputation is. Did you see the head on that thing? That head's like that big?
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
Oh, Lord. All right. Now I had to grab my knife. So, I think I hear you moving around. You gonna take off?
He stayed there for a while, waiting for the bears to move on, and then slowly tried to pass through again, this time successfully. But it really shows how you can be extremely close to a bear and not even realize it. You can watch the footage multiple times and still miss it if you don't know where to look, which goes to show how important experience and awareness are in situations like this. It's always better to be cautious, have proper protection, and in cases like this, turn back, take a different trail, or go around entirely. It's never a good idea to approach a mother bear with cubs. In the end, he was safe, and it was actually good that he spotted them early. If he had kept going the first time without noticing, he could have walked right into them and been taken completely by surprise, which is something you never want in the woods.
A bear, if they charge at you, okay, what typically happens is, from my understanding, because this has not happened to me, because I avoid these situations, okay? You, bear, run, 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 you're not prepared, even if you think you are, you might have a knife ready, okay? It shoves you down, claws, maybe it gets your neck, okay, maybe an arm, a leg, whatever. It's pushing you, you're getting down first probably, okay? Even you're either stumbling and you're on the ground, either way you're probably gonna get smushed down first. So you, even with a knife, you're probably going to get a slash or two across the chest or to your face. I don't know if you, do not look up this photo if you have not seen it. Trust me, you'll never be able to unsee it if you don't know, if you've never seen it. I'm gonna bring up this photo. Do not look it up if you haven't. I'm dead fucking serious. Take my word for it. I'm dead fucking serious. It's one of those photos where you're like, how the fuck is that dude alive under that? Okay. It is a photo of a guy on the back of a snowmobile, because I think his son put him on there after he had been attacked by a bear, and his face is fucking gone. He is somehow alive. I think I don't know if he lived. Okay, but he was alive at the moment of that photo, okay? And the bear clawed at his fucking face. Eyeballs, gone. Lips, gone. Nose, gone, okay? Do not look at this photo if you've never seen it. I'm dead fucking serious, okay? But it's like, these things are fast, and they will do damage very fucking quickly, okay? So if your idea is knife, it better be plan D, and you better hope you never have to fucking use it, okay? Does bear spray do anything? Bear spray gives you time. Because the help with bear spray, the help with bear spray is that bear spray has a crazy radius, okay? Over pepper spray. You want bear spray over pepper spray because pepper spray has a very localized, because it's anticipating an attack. Bear spray is to keep the bear from getting anywhere fucking near you. It is not to prevent, and it's not so much it's to discourage an attack, not stop an attack. It can maybe stop an attack, but if a bear is already like ravaging something and or your buddy, okay, you gotta kind of hope that you can do what you can. You better start throwing rocks or something, and then you better have your fucking bear spray ready to go for when it comes at you, okay? It's to prevent it from getting anywhere fucking close to you. Does he not have fucking bear spray? If he's no fucking bear spray, he's fucking stupid. Do cubs negate bear spray? Potentially. It depends. Just stay away from bears. Don't go near a bear. Y'all stress me out. My typical strategy when knife fighting bears is to not. Yeah. Y'all stress me the fuck out. Yeah, if they really want to charge, they're gonna. If they're hungry, if you fucked with their baby, they're going to. If they truly think you are a threat, the bear spray will hopefully deter them, but it's not going to like incapacitate them. The bear spray is to hope them make them think that you are not worth the meal they're about to have, basically. You are not worth the work. That's your hope. Okay. And again, do not look up at that photo. I'm dead fucking serious. I am gonna look up if he survived though. Hang on. Man who lost face to bear. Yep, okay, this is him. He survived. The photo's from 2016. He's alive. Let's see. No, that's not it. There's a couple of people. Okay, everyone's saying they're living. So I think the guy I saw was alive.
In 2007, a recording surfaced from Dudleytown, Connecticut, a long-abandoned settlement that is now closed off and off-limits to the public. Over the years, the area has built a strong reputation, often being labeled as one of the most haunted places in the country. Some local stories even describe it as cursed, and historical references suggest it may have once held significance to the Mohawk Nation, adding to its mysterious background. Despite the restrictions and warnings, curiosity still draws people toward the area, with some trying to reach it in hopes of experiencing something paranormal. In this case, one of the nearby landowners began noticing unusual movement near the edge of the forest, what appeared to be a dark figure repeatedly showing up between the trees. Wanting to get some clarity, he set up a camera facing the tree line to see what might be causing it. What was captured afterward quickly spread online and sparked a wave of speculation and theories about what was really going on there.
What am I looking at? It looks like woods.
Hi, it's me again. I'm just calling just to let you know. I've seen that thing again in the backyard. I've got the camera on.
I'm so sorry. I just know what my dad would do if I was like, I saw that thing again in the backyard. Like, I don't know who he's calling, but I know Okay, honey, do you need me to come stay with you, or do you need me to call someone to take you somewhere?
I'm trying to capture it.
I need a red circle. You're so right. We need to bring back red circles.
I'm gonna see if I can get it. Anyway, give me a call when you get this message. Bye.
Okay, like that's what my dad would do. Give me a call back when you get this. Leave a message, like, bro. What's happening? Why are we running? Why are you running? Why is your... Bro, sorry, pause. You think there is something in your fucking woods and you leave a sliding door on a nether floor open? Are you fucking... What is with this video? and men having zero survival instinct. This whole video has just been the zero survival instinct in men video. Have we seen one woman? No, it's only been men being silly and foolish. Because what the fuck? Hey, that thing is back, meaning that thing has been there before, meaning you are concerned enough that someone knows about it, meaning you left your slider open for fucking what? For what? Like, I'm baffled. I'm shocked. And I'm expected to date one of these things. I'm kidding, but I'm also not. Is it on a tripod? Now it's on a tripod.
No. What is that?
Artifacting?
No way.
You're fucking with me now. You're calling again? Oh. God. From this far away too, that could literally be like a swarm of bees moving around. Like it could, you know how those pockets of flies form? Like in the air? Okay? Those things do move, okay? Like it literally could be that, and the camera's just picking it up weird.
No. Yeah, it's me. I've just seen that thing. I've actually got it on camera. I'll show you when you get home. Give me a call as soon as you get this message.
Yeah, real convenient you had a tripod ready to go outside, I will say.
It should also be mentioned that these woods are widely known for their reputation of being haunted. After the footage was captured in 2007,
it's the haunted woods, I guess.
It was reportedly sent to the Institute of Forensic Parapsychology for analysis. Following a detailed review by specialists, the recording was ultimately...
This goes against, unless you have kids, a lot of men with kids will just auto-lock the doors because they think that it's like the first line of defense. My dad is an auto-lock if me and my brother's in the car. When he's alone, I have no idea.
Classified as unexplainable. In online discussions, many viewers have agreed with that conclusion, with a large number of comments suggesting that the video could be genuine evidence of paranormal activity. And I can't deny, it really does look convincing at first glance. But as always, I'll leave it to you guys. Do you think it was smoke, a person, or something else entirely? That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these kinds of videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. You can also turn on the bell so you...
I'm gonna call it tonight, chat. I'm gonna go watch anime. I finished Temon's B-side. It's very cute. Although Anarchy and I are in disagreement about something, because Anarchy watched it first, and she was like, watch Temon's B-side, you'll like it, okay? Because there's multiple bandmates and they all have a B-side basically. Now she's convinced that in one of the earlier episodes, the stoic one whose name I forgot, who we never see in most of it, because I texted her and I was like, I've decided his B-side is that he has like a secret family, because that would explain why he's always gone, like he's never around with the rest of them, is that he has like a secret kid or something. I was like, that's funny. And she was like, no, he's an otaku. Like he's that guy that she saw earlier. And I was like, no, I do think that was a random fucking dude, because the builds are different. So she's convinced that the otaku that she sees on like her day out before she meets up with Tamon is like one of his other bandmates. But I don't think so, because we also never see him interact with her. I don't think it's that, because I feel like that would have been a different point. So that's my thought. I read the manga. He's my favorite. The stoic one. Is he an otaku? You can tell me if he's the otaku. But I don't think it's him. If he is, okay, then they needed to do a better job of that in the anime. Because where the fuck is he for the rest? The last episode is like such a big deal in Tamon's B-side. Secret family would have been funnier, and they should have gone that route, especially because half of them are like secretly old. Like Natsuki being like 35 or whatever the fuck he is. So for context, the field of parapsychology is the same field of science measuring ghosts, Bigfoot, magic, healing, remote viewing, etc. Okay. Then just the otaku? Okay. Yeah, no, the first season does not show that. But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna watch My Yakuza Fiance next because I've been wanting to watch it and I just never have. So I think I'm gonna watch that next. Who can I raid? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're rating Game Pass ad again. Because no one else is live. Paste. Have fun with Game Pass ad. Okay, what the fuck? Bro. Oh, okay, I thought it was, I thought I said it invalid again. Have fun. Bye. Thank you guys for letting me talk about my books. Bye.